This video is sponsored by EA. You know, after a long day of building, I can just sit here and just watch traffic happen. I don't know why. What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and last weekend, as most of you already know, EA invited me over to the headquarters over in Cali. I had a blast, and they introduced me to SimCity BuildIt. Now this is a game that I'm familiar with, but not because of this title, mostly because of Sims. I really think that most people are familiar with Sims as it is. I just didn't know that they actually had a city builder for the mobile platform, so I was excited to see that because it's a great time killer. Now, my city right now, I've only been playing for a few days, but you can tell that I've been going at it. Now, I have not spent or anything like that, so this is just normal progression. And by the way, I have a building here that I am going to go ahead and start upgrading. As I level up to level 14, I'm actually aiming to get to level 18 because they are introducing a new feature that's called Club Wars, which is similar to something like a Guild Wars, where it makes competitive play a thing now in SimCity, whereas a lot of people might think that SimCity is just a build it, killing time, but now with Club Wars, there's a competitive aspect to it, so that really intrigued me. But that's going to be for another video. Now here, first of all, let me go ahead and keep upgrading my things because as you level up, you keep unlocking new things that you can get for the city that you can unlock. But this is my city as it stands right now. This is not the beginning, so let's go ahead and backtrack to the beginning. That way we can go over the simpler things. Alright, so at the beginning, you pretty much have nothing, as I stand right in front of her. Anyways, you start with nothing. You start from scratch, and the first thing that you need to do, of course, is build some roads, because if you don't have a road, I mean, how are you gonna get anywhere? Alright, so now the Sims can get to my city. Cool deal, but we actually need people to live out here. So residential zones, these are the houses of your town. Do we want to put it next to the highway? You know what? Let me put it far away. Cool deal. There we go. Now, as you go ahead and start constructing things, you start leveling up, and like I mentioned before, you keep leveling up, you keep unlocking new things, you keep getting money, and you keep building your city as you like. Cool. So now, what else can we do? Building supply store. Okay, so this one I feel like I can put next to the highway because it just makes sense. Good deal. There we go. There it is. Now, well done. Now let's make some nails. Make some nails. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and drop it right in there. Now, what are nails used for? Once you go ahead and collect the nail, here's what's gonna be pretty interesting when it comes to the nail. Now, here is another residential zone. We need neighbors, right? So we'll go ahead and get some neighbors for this little Moreno residence. And let's see. There, it's all done. Dropping the nail, and that's basically what you need the nail for. When you go to these buildings right here to create either nails or whatever, most of those are used to go ahead and upgrade your city. Okay, now here is another interesting part. It's scary in the dark. Yeah, we don't have any light. And that's another thing that I found out that is very crucial when you're building your city. You can't just put things randomly because you have to take into account the light, the police, fires, everything. You have to take into account everything. So it's not just one of those builders that you just put things wherever you want and then it works. You have to actually think about the infrastructure, which adds another layer into that building aspect of it. So let's go ahead and go into the power, and let's go ahead and make a wind power plant. We'll go ahead and put it here. That should be okay. There it is. Well done, Major. This city is buzzing. Cool. So now that we have lighting, now that it's not scary anymore, what else do we have? We have a small factory. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting because the residential zones, your houses, whatever, they don't like being next to the factories. So if you can make them go far away from them, even better. There we go. So we'll put it all the way over here. But as we keep expanding, what I notice is that you want to put factories very far, like maybe at the edge of the map over here. That way you don't have to worry too much about it and your people getting discontent. There we go. So now that we have the factory, let's go ahead and start making some metal. And as you guess it, metal is going to be used to start upgrading things. There we go. So now that we have the metal upgraded, go ahead and collect it. And let's go ahead and upgrade this home right here. So let's see what it turns into. Now, building homes earns you simoleons and brings you closer to your next level up, which is what you want. All right, so here we go. It's funny how you can see kind of like the construction going on, and there it is. But now, getting a little stinky over here. We need water. We need to get the showers going. So just like the power, we need water. So the basic water ones, I'll go ahead and put next to the power and take care of that. So as you can already tell, there goes. It's pretty deep. Of course, as you might have guessed it, there is a social aspect to it as well. Now this guy, he's not really another player, but you can go ahead and go into other people's cities, whatever, your friends, whatever, and you can go in their city, buy things from them, put things on sale for them. Really, really nice. Now take a look at this city right here. Okay. What is this, Paris? Alright, so you can go ahead and go here, buy these things, and go right back out. So the trading depot is nice because if you ever need something, your friends can put it on sale and you can go ahead and get it from them. So that's also really nice. There's a nice social aspect to it that is expanding. The latest update pretty much redid everything. Now that the Sims have moved to the city, you can go ahead and name it. Now, you can always change the name. So we're just going to go with Aevatrex. I don't know. Okay. Now, of course, for any city, you need a government. Well, let's take a look at the government buildings that I have unlocked here. Now, the town hall, this is going to be the building. It's going to be quite popular. Okay. Now let's go ahead and build this. Believe it or not, this little homes sometimes turn into those skyscrapers that you saw in my city. So that's pretty cool. The city journal. Okay, show me. What do we got going on here? Okay, so in the city journal, this is an interesting one because as you complete tasks, you get some chests and also you get some in-game currency. So that's also really nice. There we go. So this right here, it finished. Now remember, this was like 3 little homes. Now it's like a condo. Now we have 3 more residential areas that we can go ahead and put down. So we'll go ahead and put them right next to the other ones because who doesn't like neighbors? And let's go ahead and get them upgraded. Here it goes. Here it goes. And what does this need? This one needs a nail. So when you need things like this, the first thing that you want to do is see what it needs. So we'll go ahead and put the nail right here. We'll go ahead and gem it because why not? I say gem it, but it's not really gems. All right, here we go. Get that upgraded. And now that we got that out of the way, now you can see that the progress is going through. So we created a residential zone. So now we need to produce metals. We need to produce nails. That's easy. Here we go. We'll go ahead and start producing the metal, but it doesn't stop there. Now that we have factories, we can start expanding. Now to expand is super simple. Just go ahead and start the street and just do one of these numbers. You can make the street go wherever you want. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll make the street go like this. Now once you go ahead and expand, what I want to do is I want to get these factories away from my residential area because they do not want a factory next to their home. I'm sure that nobody here would want a factory next to their home. So there we go. I try to make it a point to have all the factories together. Not only does it make it easier to put them all together, but it makes it so much easier to start producing things because you just go like this, Good deal. And then when they come out, you're good to go. Now here's where it gets a little interesting, because now I can make 3 more residential zones. But if you take a look at this, the basic water tower, the capacity is only 9. Okay, so as you start making more and more houses, the capacity is going to go over, and you're going to start needing more water, more light, etc. So you have to plan this ahead of time. Now I went ahead and completed a task. Let's see what we did. Okay, so we extended the main road, we created a residential zone, and upgraded a residential building. So let's go ahead and claim it. Let's see what this gives me. Alright, so gold is absolutely needed. Here we go. Okay, so this metal we need. Get this one upgraded, get this one upgraded. There we go. Now we got a level up. So every time you level up, you pretty much unlock something new. So there's always something to look forward to. New buildings, new specializations, which in this one is going to be parks. Now here is where it gets into the creative side. You have a lot of creativity here that you can do for your own city, like Old Palace Park. That seems either Japanese or Chinese. The fish market. You can get super creative with your layout. Now, of course, at the beginning, it's gonna look pretty empty, but by the end, you're gonna have a really nice city. This is a game that is going to be how well you can manage your resources, how well you can actually build a city that would work, the water, the lighting, all of that good stuff. The cops, eventually you unlock that, all of that. And as you make your city functional, you can also start making your city look however you want it to look. Do you want your city to be really into the sports atmosphere? Do you want your city to be more into the parks and whatnot? You can make whatever you want, which is an amazing thing, because not only do you kill time, but it's visually pleasing. Now, everybody loves parks, so let's go ahead and put a park right here. Boom. Here it is. And you can actually go into each thing. You can go into each residential area, and it'll tell you what they like, what they don't like. That way, it'll give you an idea of what you need to keep going, what you need to improve on, and so forth. Okay, so now that you've gotten the gist of how everything works, by the way, did you just see that? That car literally hit that one. We don't have any cops yet, so we can't really do anything. Anyways, let's go back to my regular city and keep talking about this. Alright, now that you've seen pretty much the basics and you see my city again, this is only a few days worth of playing, of managing my resources. Take a look at this. Now, I did not pay for anything. I didn't get any gems or simoleons or anything like that. And look at my progress. Like I mentioned before, I'm really shooting for level 18 because that's when I can start doing club wars. And that's going to be a whole nother layer to this game. But sometimes I just literally sit here and watch the traffic as it happens. Just, it's crazy. Now, you can also watch some videos and it'll give you different currencies. Now here, it'll give you either some materials, something unknown, or simoleon cash. Or cash, which is their currency for gems. So you can go ahead and watch a video. So it's just a random ad, kind of like what Castle Clash had earlier, where you can watch random videos for a few seconds, and then once you come back into the game, you'll be rewarded for your time. Now, a lot of times it's some game related videos, a lot of times it's something like this. At the end of the day, it's only a few seconds. You don't have to watch it, but I watch it because, I mean, free cash? Okay, I'll take it. Now, as you come back, after you've watched the video, you spent your 15-20 seconds, you get the choice of 3 crates. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. We'll go with this one. And what do we get? And I guess we got the random one, which in this case was 2 bricks, which is fine. Actually, now that we're playing this, it looks like my happiness is going down because I just leveled up. And I just I just unlocked waste management, and that means that my city, none of it has waste management, and now they want waste management. So let's actually go ahead and show you how all of this works. Okay, so it looks like on this one, this is one of those ones that you don't want to have next to the houses because they obviously do not like it. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put this one here and get this one away from the city, because it makes sense. I mean, who would want that next to their home? And place it right here. And now the capacity is at 30, the demand is only 29, so that means I have just enough. So that should get all the happy people back. There we go. Now they're all smiles. We have enough garbage trucks going around. They're not next to their homes. So now my happiness should be going up. And uh-oh, what did you do? Is this a police chase? So there we go. Now my happiness is coming back up. You have to keep in mind the happiness, because if you don't keep your happiness up, that means that a lot of these buildings might get abandoned, your population goes down, that means your taxes go down. It's just a bad situation overall. So you want to make sure that you keep everybody happy, keep things away that they don't want, but also have everything needed. Now, as you can already tell, this is my little factory area. Keeps them away from the residential, and whenever I come into the game and all the things are done that I was making, it's just an easy click. Just go ahead and collect it and we're good to go. There we go. Now there is a few buildings that it's saying here that we can upgrade, and we should be fine. Let's go ahead and get that one upgraded, get this one upgraded. All right, and we should see. Let's see what it turns into. As we wait on that, we'll go ahead and watch another one of these ads. Free stuff as you wait. Can't get any better than that. Last time we went with the right. Let's go with the left this time. What do we get? 2 shovels. Okay, I'll take that. Those takes a little bit of time to make, so I will take that. I would have preferred the cash in the middle, but hey, what can you do? Okay, so this one is almost done. Let's see what this building turns into, and it is going way up there. There it is. So we got ourselves a nice new building. So of course, now that we've leveled up just recently, now that means that we can go ahead and make 2 more residential areas. But in my line of thinking right now, we've grown enough to where we can start making some changes to the overall look of the city. And of course, as you level up and as you gain items, you see these little places right here. You can actually start expanding over to them, the areas and whatnot. So there is much more areas that you can expand to. Like I mentioned before, these items you don't have to pay for or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and expand out here, which, you know what, I will go ahead and do right now. There we go. So now I've expanded out there, and as you can see, you pretty much can expand all the way around. There is also a beach area, and this little boat right here, which is where Club Wars, this one right here, this is where Club Wars is going to be, which is what really has me intrigued, because I'm the type of person that I can build things. I can, you know, I have fun killing time with things like this. But if there's not a competitive aspect to it, I might get a little bored after a while. Even if I have this nice, great city, if I don't have anything to like go against other people, I might get a little bored. And it looks like Club Wars is going to take care of that. Now, I will cover Club Wars in another video, but I want to know, are you guys interested in this kind of game? It's a nice time killer. It's really pleasing, and like I mentioned, you just look at traffic and kill time. Also, when it goes from day to night, it's absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and close out the video just like that. You know, it's kind of interesting that as the night comes about, you can actually see the shadows move to kind of give you an indication that, yeah, it's getting dark. I freaking love that. And here you see the city pretty much come alive. Look at this. Before your very eyes, you see all the lights just turn on. Freaking amazing. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you would enjoy a game like this if you're maybe already playing, because I've actually met a few people online chat that they were like, I'm already playing this game. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and until later, bye.